top-rated squads.
Yep.
This would be a statement entering into playoffs, giving them an opportunity to contest for a 6th seed, avoiding a start in the lower bracket, and it'd just be massive. It'd shake up the playoff picture quite a lot. But for J-Team, it's very simple. Win and get that number 2. And that way they get themselves a first-round bye and get to dodge PSG Talon for the longest time in the playoffs. Let's see if they can pull it off, or if Impunity have a little surprise up their sleeves here up against the Siege composition as we get underway for our first game of Day 3 on Week 6.
The most important thing out of this level 1 is Impunity cannot afford to let JT get a vertical jungle. If they vertical jungle on the bot side, the game is actually just over. So Impunity have to be very careful about their positioning here. I do want to see them, I like this from Kralix. He's, setting up a ward deep into the bottom side, making sure there is going to be no invade. And it looks like J-Team aren't really going to push their chances. They're kind of going with the reverse psychology and setting up on the top side. Now, I want to say in terms of win conditions, it is a lot more narrower for Impunity because of that massive power trough if you do not get Caitlyn ahead. So I feel like the thing we have to look for is how will Taco protect this bottom lane and make sure they can actually get tower plates. If there is a gank pre-6 that results in Blaze and Krelix going down 2 kills, I think the game is effectively over.
Yeah, and it's going to be tough against the likes of Lil V and Enzo because they've been showing up a lot lately. Lil V certainly has proven to be competent on a number of champions, including this area that we finally got to see him on. So I think it was a bit of a gamble for Impunity to allow him on this champion, but clearly he's been pretty strong on a lot of other things too, so why not try your luck? Blaze, this is going to be his first Caitlyn of the split. Let's see if it fares a little better, and see if maybe the practice sessions that he's been hitting with Kralix are going to pay off here as they start off, getting a little bit of poke down with the Renata.
Laning phase is absolutely important. I actually don't feel like Renata has a very good matchup in the team fight this time around. If you look at Driver and Lil V, their champions are super mobile. They're very long range. So Kralix doesn't actually do that much in the 5v5. He has to get all of his value out of this pick solely in laning phase alone. And, we do have Taco, who is starting up from the top side, heading towards the bottom. I like that Impunity instantly cleared the red side ward as well, because they know how important this first rotation is to them, to keeping their bot lane alive. So they have a good setup here. However, Faith is losing a lot of HP, and Comer is right there.
Ooh, blindside checking, and there's the flash follow-up. He knew he was a dead man. Oh, that's not good for Impunity's chances.
Yeah, that was... I feel like he just went a little bit too close to the ledge and over-traded earlier on. He must have known that he might not have known that Volibear would be coming from that angle, but he does know that Taco is actually on the other side of the lane. So it was really well played here by Yudi Boy, actually, just forcing Rise towards the top side and giving him a false sense of security that there could be a, pincer movement coming in from Taco. But he actually just, out-mind games Faith right there. Very easy kill. And, if Kongre gets to go into that jungle, that could be very detrimental. Also in this bot lane, Taco was spotted here, so J-Team should have a very easy time, and they might even try to bait an over-aggressive play from Impunity.
Yeah, Kongye is here as well if they want it for the 3v3. They do get a little bit of trading damage onto Enzo between the Handshake and the Peacemaker. And Blaze and Kralix not going to push too far forward just yet, though. Got to be careful. They have to know that Kongye could be here. There's the flash into the Facebreaker, and Blaze is caught. Taco tags in, but Kongye has come, and there is the shield on. Taco could be losing his double buff soon. Instantly, Blaze pops the early heal, but they are going to be down a summoner. It is traded for Enzo's, however.
That was a bit of a fumble here coming in from Enzo. I don't believe he actually got the stun on Facebreaker, so Impunity was able to walk out relatively safely. They are actually up 1 flash in that trade, and all in all, I feel like Impunity are actually fairly happy with that situation. They burned a very important engaged tool. They also, saw where the jungle is on the map. So Kongre can't really afford to try this one again, and Impunity by themselves quite a bit of time to just continue to poke onto the bot lane. I feel like that was a little bit of a mechanical misplay on J-Team's part.
Yeah, I agree. It's going to buy Impunity the freedom to just push this up, dare I say with Impunity, as Lil V and Enzo are just getting poked out between the Caitlyn and the constant handshakes from Kralix there. Let's see what Kongye can get done elsewhere on the map right now. Probably not going to be taking a trip up top anytime soon. As you mentioned, Quiet's job just to be a big old stat stick up there. Also running the Unsealed Spellbook build as well, so not necessarily going for that Grasp of the Undying that we see sometimes.
Yeah, we have seen this build get a lot of surprise kills. You level 6, shift to an Ignite. You take a lot of damage, but you do a ton of burst. The jungler comes by, and just a small breeze will kill the enemy top laner. So that's kind of a kill point that we want to look forward to. It should be coming up in the next back. So this lane is, I'll be honest, Driver isn't really one of my go-to Jace players. I don't feel like he's actually punished lanes super hard on this pick. But I will say for this laning phase, because he knows that the Lee Sin is not coming top lane, he's been doing a very good job in the CS department.
Speaking of Lee Sin, he's down bot again. This time, pops the sweeper before he wanders into the bush, and doesn't need to, but he didn't know that, so doing his due diligence now as they back up and away. I feel like this is a little telegraphed, though. Krelix and Blaze have not backed up until this point, but lilv didn't get the memo. He's sniffing right up into Taco, who didn't even need the Q right away, but that's going to be the insta-turn on the dash. Now Enzo has to sidestep around, so a really good bit of chip damage is going to force the J-Team support out of lane. And yeah, Kongye may be here, but this could be another plate.
This is a super crazy gank coming in from Taco. If you look at his items, he actually foregoed a back just to get that extra summoner, 2 summoners, excuse me, out of Little V. I'm not exactly sure it's completely worth it, to be honest, because he is going to be falling behind in tempo quite a bit. I feel like if you're going to go for a play that is that incredibly risky and actually miss out on your Krugs, which is the camp that gives you the most experience, you do need to get a straight-up kill for that. Like, that was a very big investment coming in from Taco. Like, even though he got the summoners, to me, it's still not completely worth it.
Yeah, that was interesting for sure. Now Enzo actually going pretty deep in here, and he might just be going for getting a ward out for the time being as they guard, knowing the timing window is open. It is going to be a uncontested Mountain Dragon here for the J-Team side, and yeah, I feel like this could still pay off, but you have to come back very quickly.
Exactly. You definitely, like, I feel like the way you make this work and the reason you blow the double summoners for such a suboptimal jungle path is if you know that Realm Lord can secure you a kill. Like, that's the only reason you would do it. If it doesn't happen and Lil V gets his summons back up, definitely not worth it. If you looked at his jungle pathing, what he did was he actually looped top, skipped his Krugs, did Raptors, and then came straight back down bottom again. So if you think about that movement on the map, it's actually terrible. But we do have another gank here.
Yeah, into the ultimate from the Volley Bear. They really wanted to finish off Faith as Driver came through to be able to help secure him and cut him off at the pass. That was going to be enough, so 2 deaths on Faith now. And another kill now, this time into Kange's pocket.
And that was huge because of what we were just talking about. This means that, you know, Faith most likely isn't going to be getting that Realm Wump into the bot to pressure once again. So we'll see this once more. You know, honestly, Faith didn't take all that bad of a pathing here, but Kongya just caught him off guard. Driver was there for the alley-oop there, too, as well. Beautiful stuff.
Meanwhile, Uniboy is going to walk out of a potential kill there. Quiet actually going to look to get a little aggressive on a Driver. This is just zoning, though, for the time being. Not a lot of kill pressure on the Scion just yet. He does have Ignite, though, as you pointed out. So that's possible. But Impunity actually going to have a Krelix roam to start off on Herald. This is happening in plain sight, though.
Yeah, this is actually pretty good on the timing. We do see Little V, he's still in lane. There is no contest here. They traded super hard on the top lane with Quiet because they knew that they had more members rotating onto this side of the map. And this is actually a completely free Herald based off of just, you know, Faith's death there. So it's kind of a consolation for Faith's death. But if you look at the bottom side, they also didn't give up any push whatsoever. So I think this is a very strong play on the map, and they can potentially use that to set up a very prolonged siege, stack up the minion waves a couple times, have Taco come down here, and, you know, just make sure that at least Caitlyn will move into that mythic item a little bit faster and not have such a painful mid game.
Yeah, for Lil V's side, he has at least been able to keep the farm game going here as he has that advantage from Blaze just not being there quite in time. Ultra Shock Laser dodging out of that a little bit. This time, turnabout's fair play on the poke game, so Blaze and Krelix going to have to walk back just a little bit. They do have Taco as well, but there is, in that brush, see a control ward, and Enzo actually waiting and baiting, 2-level disadvantage, but Kongye's got his back. This could be dangerous. Uniboy also moving to cut off Faith, and Taco does take the safe path. Meanwhile, up in the top, Quiet trying to trade onto Driver, and early decimating smash there. Just going to chase him around the rift. I feel like the range advantage is going to be one. Quiet really wanted to get the all-in, but didn't trade effectively enough.
Unfortunately, just missing the ultimate there means that there's that's going to draw Taco up to top lane for sure. Driver does have sustain with his build already, so he's actually going to enlarge this HP differential. But Uniboy could be in a bit of trouble right here. Oh, I can't believe Quiet is still there. What?
He's dead. No, he flashes. Wait, 1, 2, 3. Can he dodge enough? Oh my goodness, he actually stayed alive. And look at all the tanks. Driver was on there. Holy moly, that was close. Meanwhile, back to the mid lane. Konge, Taco, both here. Here comes the Stormbringer, but Faith stopped under tower into the Shockwave. Taco just not in the right position. He gets the flip, the flash, the kick, but Uniboy, he's not going down just yet as Konge's covering for him. Enzo's here. Taco, he needs to make this work, but he just can't do it.
Oh, and that was such a painful 2v2. Taco has been waiting around the mid lane for so long, but Kongra just comes in and pulls the trigger. They don't have the burst damage to take down Volibear first, and they don't get the ensuing trade either. So this is absolutely disastrous. We'll watch this again. Taco was actually here first, but Konga just has a stronger play in hand. And unfortunately for Taco, he doesn't get the correct angle on this kick. He really wanted him to go deeper into the tower, where if Krelix, if the angle was a little bit better, Krelix could have used the hostile takeover, forced the aggro onto Orianna, and at least equalize the kill. Doesn't happen, very unfortunately. And J-Team they're just rolling away with this game. Like, we were talking about setting up shop in the siege for mid lane. It's going to be very difficult, but this is Impunity's big play. This is what their entire comp is about. Here we go.
Herald popped down. Instantly, though, Enzo flashes and brings back the Lee Sin. This has already gone a little bit sideways before it began. J-Team were clearly ready to tussle on this one, and Faith just absolutely gets chased down. Nothing he can do, and even insult to injury as Lil V picks up a kill.
Oh boy, this has to be Faith's probably most tragic game of the split here. He realms warp in, the play is developing. He actually doesn't realm warp, excuse me. He walks in, the play is developing. By the time he gets here, it's already over. I love what Ensel did right there. Super decisive. He read the play coming from a mile away, and unfortunately Impunity weren't able to react. He gets the double stun on the Facebreaker, breaks the siege completely, and let's just watch this again. Looking for his angle, Facebreaker onto Lee Sin, instant kill, and the rest of the play just kind of fizzles. You know, Faith is kind of shaking and baking, but I'm not sure what he was staying there for so long for. It really didn't look like he had much of anything to do after the Lee Sin kill went down. I felt like he just hesitated on what he was supposed to do right there, and J-Team instantly punished him.
I think that was way too telegraphed of a setup, and unfortunately Faith commits after things have already gone bad. Unfortunately. A really good read by Enzo, though, to just come in and be like, you know what, Taco, you're coming with me. Brings him back into the lane, and then, yeah, now we're going to see Impunity try for another dive up top, but Driver seems to have sniffed this out. Let's see if he can get away in time. Kick into the side. Meanwhile, on the bottom, Blaze trying to 1v2, but nothing doing. They needed to make it work, and Driver will go down, but they've got to push for this one real fast right now. Current plates are about to drop.
Yeah, strong win, but Konga comes in.
Whoa!
Easy kill. Wow.
Oh, that shockwave went so fast I blinked and missed it. Now Krelix is walking through. Oh no, he's got a bailout, but unfortunately I think Glask Industries just ran out of funds. A double kill for Uniboy. And now even Quiet can't go anywhere. Stormbringer, all the stuns. Uniboy free firing. They do get smashed, but it's not as much decimation as it is tickling. And that is Uniboy with 3 for 3. Oh dear.
This is why J-Team has just been so strong lately. It really is because Uniboy can play 4 champions and you can't ban him out in the first phase. This is just absolutely ridiculous play. Great combination here. I do like the play from Impunity. They have to find something on the top side to equalize things out. Bottom side's kind of lost at this point. But unfortunately, they do overstay their welcome. Taco going for the Gromp right here, to be completely honest, was a little bit way too greedy. He gets punished for it super bad. The bailout, you need to get a takedown in order for you to get your HP back. So Unfortunately, Krelix was a dead person. And I like this cheeky play from Quiet. He holds onto the heal for so long and actually nearly just baits everyone out. You see here, he gets the heal down. It's like, I'm alive. But then Uniboy crushes his dreams and hopes and still takes him down with the tower.
Yeah, so 15 minutes on the clock. You know, it was a nice start in some cases for Impunity, but things have just gotten out of hand, and they find themselves down 7,000 or near enough gold here. 2 dragons as well. It's a Cloud Rift, but I don't even know if we're going to be getting to Soul Point. And Impunity will still be a playoff team, but this certainly dashes their chances to try and compete for a 6th seed, and most likely going to be locked into that 8th spot. But you never know. J-Team, they can see that 2nd seed in their eyes. It is in their control. They just need to knock down that Nexus, and they will get to dodge PSG Talon and honestly do the best they've done in the regular split for a while.
Definitely true here. You know, J-Team was one of those teams where, Uniboy might get caught here flashing.
He does. Okay, Rune Prison he goes, and there is the lineup. Now they get the chase down. That's big shutdown gold. It goes to Taco, though, and you'd think Faith would have liked to take that one.
Yeah, but hey, if he's getting away, you got to get the kill right there. A really well done. Lilvi looking for more.
Yeah, that was actually a really nice net, though, from Blaze. Oh, he flashes and dodges. Has Ace in the hole? No, he doesn't, in fact. And Kongye coming to body block for anything coming through here. Man, that was actually a really nice play by Blaze. Did have to use a flash for it, though.
Lilvi actually coming in with about 40% HP on that play, to be honest. So it was a lot closer than I thought it would be. I feel like Blaze could have almost gotten the kill. It was incredibly close, down to about 2 auto attacks difference right there. But he does hold his ground, and they will get a very strong push here into the bottom side. You know, going back to that top lane play, I just felt like that little ledge. Love this play from Blaze, flashing the G-Rex signal for Lilvi as well.
Old school, man, old school.
Yeah, you know, I feel like this was kind of lucky from J-Team on multiple angles. That play on the top side could have gone a lot worse for Uniboy. You could have died sooner and given over the kill to some target more important like Faith, getting him back into the fold. But that little ledge prevented the stun actually coming through on Quiet's end, and he only gets taken down by Taco, who, you know, it's very important still, but not exactly your primary carry here.
Yes, indeed. All right, Ace in the hole popped onto Lilvi. That does almost nothing. Tickles him there. The shields is Zeri, definitely one of the champions. A little tricky to deal with. Here comes Taco around the side, fishes for a pick, but unfortunately, this is what the J-Team comp is designed to do. Just set up shop and siege, as you said. And not a lot they can do. Meanwhile, Enzo looking to cut off Quiet here. Estimating Smash going to knock him up for a sec, but it's all about buying time because look at how fast they shred that tower. They might have pulled in Enzo and done half his health bar, but they lose an entire inner for it.
I like how greedy Enzo was playing with that. There was no real chance for him to actually do anything to the Scion. Scion can just go unstoppable with the ultimate right there, but he knows that there's 2 other members on the lane that are desperate for farm. You look at the top lane, you look at the mid lane. Impunity are not rotating the carries, so they can play in that fashion where it's just, I will take a ton of damage for that tower. They do make the trade, and they also go up 1 by the Drake. Impunity are really in a dire spot right now. It's a 23-minute Dragon Soul, a Cloud Soul at that, which means that if J-Team get it, it's almost impossible to catch them out whatsoever. It was already pretty difficult for Impunity's comp. It's going to get super hard with that extra movement speed coming in.
Absolutely. So they better move fast if they want a chance of saving this game, but it has gotten very far out of control, and you can get all the near outplays you want. You're going to need a lot more than that. Oh no, Krelix takes a maximum range shot blast. The hands of Driver. He's going to be able to heal up a little bit here, but right now J-Team moving in to Impunity jungle. Not much they can do about it. Faith has got to be careful. He tried to grab a few Gromps, does manage to get one, but he's playing with fire here right now. Kongye might just be trying to bait him. Blaze does walk away from another shot blast, and he will be able to clear the wave a little bit, but not fast enough for Driver and Lilvi to get there. Enzo as well to join. This just starting to look like a little bit of a slow burn for J-Team to turn things out. Not that slow, it's not 20 minutes yet, but still.
I'm trying to picture the perfect team fight for Impunity here, and one of the interesting interactions I've thought about is Zeri is probably the champion that is least afraid of hostile takeover, because her auto attacks basically do no damage to her allies, and she won't use her
little advantage.
Yeah.
Wow. All right, here's the push. J-Team, Taco gonna look for the flank side, but he
Taco?
just doesn't find a good angle on it. Oh, he finds a minion. There's really nowhere to go here, and the inhibitor is straight up open. Kongye goes in, looks for the sun. They managed to take Blaze down, targeting him on the shockwave. Driver ends up with a kill credit, but it was a team effort. And now on the second wind effort, Taco goes down, and with only 3 members remaining, J-Team set the win in their sights. They can rotate for inhibs if they want. Gotta be a little careful, though, as Kongye does get pulled back for a second. A little low, has some shields to work with. Meanwhile, whoa, quiet, decimating smash. Faith is here. Does he have the damage? No! Flashes away, just stays alive for a second, but not enough for Lil V. Takes him down, and with everybody but Quiet dropping, you have to think that is going to be lights out soon enough. Taco coming up in a few. Blaze is back off cooldown, so they are going to be running back and away from this. No. They just let the Scion run right through them. Quiet, I don't think he was expecting that to happen, and he's still trying to push them through. But the Roar of the Slayer will slay absolutely no one.
Incredible movement speed and footsies coming in from J-Team. They just get away with absolutely everything. Impunity, a little bit desynced on the start of that fight. Blaze dies first. Taco then goes in without any real help. They both fall, and that allows J-Team to take essentially the majority of the base right here. Just unfortunate that they're not able to sync any of the abilities or engage together. They did have the sort of a sandwich position here, but they were unable to strike before J-Team took really a killing blow onto Blaze. We'll watch this once again, how Blaze gets caught out right here. He is the most important carry, since Faith is extremely unfed. And
flash stun.
Wow, that was there was nothing he could do right there. Just flash stun coming in. He doesn't have a flash of his own. No reaction time given whatsoever. A little bit too easy for Kongye to just walk up like that. And unfortunately, the rest of the fight doesn't get much better. They don't lock down Kongye. Quiet just drives by everyone. I have to give props to J-Team. That was really beautiful. You can tell that J-Team kind of playing with their food right there, just trying to bait Impunity out a little bit more so they have a chance on just finishing up the game on that push. They're going to get another chance at it, and they're going right back to the base.
Yeah, absolutely. Man, I got to tell you, I haven't seen a Flash Bear Slap look that good since Hooter did it. Kongye making this champion look like a whole lot of fun right now. 22.5 minutes, close enough as it is. Big lead for J-Team, have the win set in their sights, aiming to get that number 2 seed into the playoffs. And Enzo is caught, but will he go down? Flashes over the base gate and still staying alive. Maybe that's a chance, maybe that's an opening for Impunity here as they run through. No. Taco's going to drop, though, and Kralix denies the To The Skies of Driver. This is the best fight they've had in a long time, but it may not be enough. Quiet soaking so much damage, gets a bailout, but he needs to make it count. He's going to have a second zombie mode, but I don't know if it's going to matter. All right, Kongye, how much more can you do before you go down? Faith just gets destroyed by Uniboy, and that has got to be it. Blaze and Krelix stuck on Fountain. Lil V even confident that he can take the shots, and with the teleport back in, that is going to be GG, and J-Team will secure themselves the number 2 seed in the PCS Spring Split.
Congratulations to J-Team. They had a really rocky start of the split right here. They looked like the lesser of the 3 J-Team squads.